The proposal of constructing a new building at 1688 Central Avenue to house the Needham Children's Center has stirred lots of discussions. Local developer Needham Enterprises LLC proposed to build a one-story structure that can accommodate 115 children and provide 30 on-site parking spaces. At its meeting on Tuesday, October 5th, the planning board listened to the proponents' traffic report and feedback from residents who once again challenged the reliability of the traffic report at the public hearing. Municipal producer Yu Xiaowen brings us more information.
According to the traffic report, all through traffic on Central Avenue in each direction will continue to experience an A level of service with the development, which means traffic will be free-flowing. The Central Avenue southbound left turn into the side driveway will operate at a B level, which is still reasonably free-flowing, but speeds begin to be restricted. Holly Clark, an abutter to the site, spoke on behalf of over 480 neighboring residents who signed a petition expressing traffic and safety concerns. Clark doubted the accuracy of the traffic report, saying the current level of service on Central Avenue is nowhere near grade A based on their lived experiences, and this has been stressed by her and the neighbors insistently. But they sought no answer either from the developer or the town. She explained they do not object to the idea of having a childcare facility in the neighborhood, but they want the traffic concern to be properly addressed.
The 480 people that signed the petition or our letter of concerns back in April were not kidding when they said Central Avenue is a parking lot some days, all the way from where we are here till you get to the dump, till you get up to Newman, till you go down the way. We're not evil. We're not opposed to things. We're just saying this is the reality. And if we don't plan for the reality, how is this going to work?
Clark also cited the queue lengths on Central Avenue southbound from Charles River Street during the evening peak hour, which shows sometimes cars back up past the side driveway.
One of the things that this site is uniquely concerned with is the houses on the other side of the street and how those people are going to be able to get in and out of their driveways. I am not saying it's an impossible problem to solve yet. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that it has to be acknowledged as a problem.
GPI traffic engineer John Diaz pointed out the traffic report looked at the movement of vehicles when they arrive at the side driveway intersection and try to go through or turn left into the site.
It's assuming that vehicle is at the intersection. It's looking at that movement of the left turn across the through traffic. It's not looking at how long that vehicle took to get there, in this case, if it's being impacted by the signal. What we can do is, rather than looking at it as two separate intersections, we can look at it as basically a network. It's a little different analysis, but we can do that analysis, or the proponent can do that analysis to include it all under one, so that the signal cues will be basically shown going past the driveway. So we can reanalyze it and see what those numbers tell us.
Planning Board member Martin Jacobs said the proponent needs to provide a full analysis of how vehicles move along the road instead of just at the driveway intersection.
It seems to me that obviously should be done, because the way it's been analyzed now, it avoids the whole problem that Ms. Clark is talking about. And that's not right.
When the attorney of the applicant, Evans Huber, tried to cite Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 48, Section 3, or the Dover Amendment, to remind the board it has limited authority to regulate this project, Board Chair Paul Alpert interrupted him to clarify the board's position.
Mr. Huber, this is a 48 Section 3 project for which this board can make reasonable regulations, including traffic mitigation. You keep saying no for traffic mitigation. Read the cases, Evans.
I have read the cases.
Evans, no, I've had it with you telling me that 48 Section 3 tells us that we can't do anything.
The Dover Amendment exempts the use of childcare facilities from local zoning bylaw, but also says the land and the building may be subject to reasonable regulations concerning the bulk and height of structures and determining yard sizes, lot area, setbacks, open space, parking, and building coverage requirements.
to tell us that we can't regulate traffic, to tell us that we can't regulate how far back this building goes, to tell us that we can't regulate that barn, you are wrong. I've read the cases, I've read the statute. You keep making the same argument. You keep telling us we can't do what the law says we can do.
The proponent agreed to come back with a full traffic impact assessment so the board can evaluate the proposed mitigation solution, which includes optimizing the signal timings at the intersection of Central Avenue and Charles River Street and deploying a police officer to direct traffic at the driveway intersection. Clark added in the end she believed the board can legally regulate the size of the structure to alleviate its effect on traffic. The board will continue the hearing at its next meeting on October 19th. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Yu Xiaoyuan.